you when you're 30,000 feet up with your dinker. Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts to turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look down, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated to love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Your life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss the death, rep protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss the death, rep protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I became 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, it's Smith. And incomplete to open things up.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 50, it's Smith. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Foles. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mark Wallace. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Foles. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run with Thompson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Yellow.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Smith. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw, Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. It's caught inside the 25. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Jordan Hicks able to drop him for a loss of 4. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. To throw is Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 58 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Yellow.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, 15. I said,
Out of the gun, Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Great. Go.
Foles. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Crowder now to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier. We had some odd games in week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You've got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish when all was said and done. Normally we do a game in 3.5 or less. That's unbelievable. So great stamina for the fans, great stamina for the players. And how about our colleagues in the announce booth? Great stamina for them as well.
Indeed. Longest game in NFL history. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Smith now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
Let's go, 15. Tiger. Set.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nigel Bradham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks In there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Zebra. Great. Let's go, great. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They run it here with Thompson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Hey, on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's Thompson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Yellow.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Crowder. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nigel Bradham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, here's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Smith, dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Let's go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Foles. Ertz over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here's Foles. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on second down is Smith. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Let's go.
From the end zone, Smith. He's got his man. This is Johnson. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Hey, gun.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Brandon Graham in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Sproles, the return. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They'll cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Big hold of the 30. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 84 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump off to Sproles. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Foles. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Great.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field.
Yellow. Set, line, 18,
On 1st down, it's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Reed with it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Sproles. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, great.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with a second-year man. This is Jay Ajayi. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always have changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Going long here for Wallace. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 59 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here come the Redskins now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st down, Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Again, a run with Thompson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first down throw. It's Smith being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Comes to Peterson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go. Let's go, 15. Go left. Liz.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now it's Smith. Reed wrestling ahead. Out to the left here to Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there. That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again? After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Go! Be alert! 180! Zebra! Go! Solid. Hey, solid 1.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
To throw is Smith, and that is incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Smith now to throw. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. throwing now. Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Foles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Swearinger, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about it ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. But promise I don't give a about them. Let them out 20 red till them don't need nothing. Yep, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text, so I count setting numbers in the hood, do what I say, do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that, 50 million, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like the Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a. Blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see.